guys, my name is Alex Rodríguez and I'm currently home cooking a delicious chicken. But today in this video we're going to be talking about 5 tips that I'm going to be giving you to save more money here in Cuba, to avoid being scammed. So if you want to know all those tips, stay tuned. Coming up. So the first tip is going to be very easy. Try to avoid buy things on the street. And I'm doing a reference to things like, for example, the Cuban rum, the Cuban tobaccos, the Cuban cigars, the Cuban coffee, all those stuff that normally are pricey. Because on the street there are going to be many people trying to offer you like, best price. Hey, what are you looking for? Are you looking for some Cuban cigars? I have the best price in the market. Those are fake. So there are a few things that if you buy on the street could be happening to you. We're going to be talking about that right now. But the point is that if you get caught doing this stuff like buying Cuban cigars on the street or Cuban coffee, you could get a ticket, or even you can get in jail if they see that you're doing something illegal. So avoid doing this stuff, alright? Let me shake the sheet. Now the problem is that buying things on the street, first of all, you could lose your money. Second of all, the police officer, they see that you're buying things on the street, you could get a ticket. The things that you're going to be buying, they could be fake, which means that, for example, if you're buying Cuban cigars and you want to take the Cuban cigars out of the country, you won't, because those are going to be fakes, because they're not going to have the official brand, all the things that are needed to be official in general. Now the second one is, do not bring any drone. You know what drone is? You cannot bring it. Let me explain why. In Cuba is one of the countries that is not legal flying a drone. Even for us as a local, we cannot get a drone. So it's impossible to fly it. It's impossible to bring it inside of the country. So please avoid this. I heard a story about a tourist that brought a drone and who was in jail here in Cuba 13 days because of it. So try to avoid bringing a drone, right? You can't. Another one is, wait a minute. Try to get some Cuban pesos once you land here in Cuba. Let me explain why. If you get some Cuban pesos here in Cuba, you're gonna be showing to the local people, for example, the taxi drivers, once you want to get a taxi, that you already know how the Cuban currencies work. Because sometimes the people here in Cuba, they think that the tourists are, like confused about the Cuban currencies, and they're gonna be trying to cheat you. So please try to get some Cuban pesos, because you're gonna be telling them, hey, I know how the Cuban currencies work, so I wanna pay you in Cuban pesos. That's number one. Number two is that you're going to be paying less than if you pay in CUC, which is another currency that we have here in Cuba. If you don't know anything about it, please go here and watch this video where we were talking about the Cuban currencies. Let's dive into the number 4. So number 4 is try to avoid bringing to Cuba any American Visa cards. Cuba is one of the countries that is not allowed to use American Visa. Try to avoid bringing Visa cards. It's impossible to use from the United States. And I already gave you the number 5, which is bringing a lot of cash. Cuba's not ready to be using credit cards, debit cards, even where they're not from the United States, because Cuba doesn't have the infrastructure. They're not ready to use it, so you're going to be using cash everywhere. Now, where do you get the cash? Go to that video. You're going to learn about the Cuban currencies, where to get it, how much would you be getting if you want to spend here in Cuba 7 days, which is great, I think. If you want to spend more, go and check that out. You're gonna love it. So if you want to know more about Cuba, if you want to hear more traveling tips, subscribe to the channel. My name is Alex Rodríguez and welcome to welcome to my house. And if you want to try the Cuban chicken, my style, let me know in the comments below. See you guys in the next episode after you watch this. Smell good? Ciao.